Hey, it's Roslynn back at you. And highly favorite, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, you and welcome, and to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family. Just thank you so much for the love and support. You're all going through different changes. You're allowing yourself to take that challenge of changing how you see things, how you respond to it, how you reflect. Being very selective about what you place your energy on, and it's being recognized. And trust and believe everything that you're taking in stride is not going in vain. So, with that being said, much love to all. Namaste. Love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, please drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up, tell me about your empathic gift, how it impacts your life and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are informative to you, give you good vibes and good inspiration, or a good uplift, uh, that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that are going through trying times at the moment and needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give it a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It's always greatly appreciated, and I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And let me see what and the music I'm listening to in the background is by the channel your relaxing music. And the title of the background music is called Relaxing Yoga Music, Jungle Song, Morning Relax. Jungle song. Okay, that threw me off. Morning relax meditation, Indian flute music for yoga and healing. And I will post that link in the description box below. And the video I'm doing today is called Twin Flame 101. Heyokas not feeling guilty for being in a positive headspace. You know what? When I've come to learn, when you have people that want to pull you out of your element, you have people that want to, belittle you, or just being able to come within your personal space. Some people pull a guilt trip on you, or all hell will break loose. And when you're dealing with somebody who's emotionally a manipulator, or a narcissist, or a sociopath, a psychopath, when you put those healthy boundaries up because you want to be in that element where your frequency is not constantly lowered, you're not allowing yourself to be coming out of, giving, allowing somebody to suck up all your energy, being an energy vamp. I used to be one of those type of people when I first got into my situation. For the people that I was always there for, just when they needed somebody to listen to, or just talk to, or get advice, or just need to be understood. When I needed that in my life, and I was the person that turn around and need to be that person that had those issues going on. There was really nobody there. And then, when things started coming out to the surface of what I was speaking on was true, all of a sudden they want to start manipulating stuff. And it's just like, I had to allow myself to really place boundaries up. Like, if I know you about to pull me out of my element of peace, I'll be dang, I'll cut you off before I allow you to guide me towards your chaos. I just don't have time. If there's people that be very disrespectful and feel like, okay, I can say what I want to say to her, even though I'm not being mindful about how I'm saying things, but it's okay. When I calm down, she'll be okay. I used to allow people to come in my life, and I felt like I needed those type of people in my life. And now it's just like, well, I'm glad when I went through my spiritual awakening, because it really, I couldn't work at no normal job anymore. All of a sudden, everybody that I thought was my friend really showed, their true intentions when it came to me, allowed me to see how I fit into their life. And I'm grateful for that. I'm so grateful for it, because there's a lot of times, like right now, with all the stuff that's going on, especially coming towards the retrograde, a lot of energy memories are starting to come up when it comes to certain people, like stuff I forgot all about. Oh my god, dog, why is this coming up? I don't care about that. But it's all coming up to the surface because maybe there was something I suppressed. Maybe it was something I held on to and I wasn't knowledgeable, acknowledging that. And so it's just like, I'm like, now if I was in a different headspace, this would have really like bugged me. This would have really, I was just like, this could have been like 20 years ago, and then it had been something that really would have bugged me. But then it's allowing me to really see how much I've evolved, how much I've healed, how much I've changed. And I appreciate that, because I'm just like, okay, like I was saying in the last video, when you see a memory resurface and it wants to talk, you ain't gotta text me when you get home. You ain't gotta send me no postcard. I just need you away from me. But I appreciate what you taught me, though. It's one of those type of situations that you can really allow yourself. That's letting you know you have really healed in a lot of ways. There's nobody's perfect. There's a lot of times it takes more on healing from certain situations than it does with another. Sometimes you can just wipe your hands of it, and it'll just see if you're really healed, because it allows you to see things in a different way. That's letting you know you're evolving. You're allowing yourself to step out of that comfort zone. You're allowing yourself to really face the things that you really need to come to terms with. You're really letting those things go. If you know you're trying to be in a better place, you have that you want change, you have to become that. You really have to become that, because it's like you can't hold on to these things and still think that, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna hold on to this anger, this trauma, this neglect, this abandonment. But yeah, I also want to have like this side of abundance or uplift or prosperity. That's just like if you go into Walmart and you said, anybody go to Walmart. I have a bad habit, especially if you got a blessing, you got a little bit, got a little bit of money. You want to like, I want this, that. But then on purpose, I make sure I don't get a basket. Because if I can put everything in my hand, I ain't got to worry about spending more money. But that's how it is when you holding on to grief. If you holding on to so many things, how are you going to be able to get the things that you're worthy of or you deserve, or somebody is taken from you and they're about to replace it with something better? Those are the things you have to do. You're allowing yourself to stay in that positive element. You're allowing yourself to be in that positive, headspace, because you deserve that. Because especially, you know what you've been through. You know what you've been through. You had to go through a lot of things where people don't turn their back on you. All of a sudden, you were always that person that was always there for everybody else, but when you needed that at that time, you felt like these people have turned their back on you, when actuality it was God and universe turning your pathway into a different place. It's like these people were on that journey. These people were there when you needed it. It was there when they needed to be there. But now it's like their ship has sailed. It's time to part ways with that. So you have to allow yourself to cut those cords. And when you love yourself enough, you are not going to allow people to be in your life that's going to disrespect you. You're not going to be in your life where somebody is not giving you the love and treatment that you're giving out towards them, and they don't want to give it to yourself. You ain't got to be mad about it, but just allow yourself to respect the fact that now I see how I felt in their life, how I fit in there to their life, and it was, it's appreciated. Sorry, y'all. I'm sitting up here saying I ate me a daggone what is it, airhead, and I'm looking like looking like I ate a daggone Smurf. But yeah, I was just going through all those different things. When I always take these days for my self care, it allows me to really reflect on what is taking place in my life, the things that I really needed to come to terms with, the things that I have healed from. You have to allow yourself to congratulate yourself for that. Because when you're allowing yourself to not, you rather be around like-minded people. It's okay for you to deal with somebody that still got their own issues, but it just depends on that certain extent. Are they bringing you down with them? Are they willing to take your energy, because they're needing that? They want to suck that away from you because they feel like you shouldn't be feeling like that. Because some people will rob you of that. What I'm saying? And a lot of times we tend to push more love and energy towards people, and then when it comes to yourself, you don't have anything. They always say you can't pour out of an empty cup. You can't. You have to allow yourself. It is, even when you get tested throughout your karmic connections with people that you are not yet have severed that cord yet. It'll allow you. If somebody want to trigger you or want to push your button, you recognize that. You can allow yourself to say, before I even go ahead and rock a clack back on you, let me go ahead and go on about my business. It ain't even worth my energy to put on, because you already know people are trying to do that to get you out of your element. It's like what I got going on peak game. I understood it and just observing it. Like, okay, I'm not gonna allow myself to go this way. I'm like, is this even worth my headache? No, that's not. Because when you're aiming towards better, you have to appreciate those dark times. You have to appreciate how those folks really did you wrong. No, that says more about them and less about you. Because you're allowing yourself to not be moved by that. You can forgive, but you ain't got to forget. You know, you don't have to bring it up, but it'll just allow yourself to keep that distance between you and that person. You know, allow yourself, if you have to be around people like that, you should bare minimum kind of contact. I just say you don't have to be rude. You can be cordial. You can tolerate. You know, and going about your business. It's just like I really, when I really look at my stuff, you know, I'm proud of myself because I came a long way. You know, I say I'm sober. You know, I can be around other people to do that, and I'm just like, I mean, who was it yesterday? No, yesterday I had to go to Walmart and get something, and somebody had something on them, and you talking about the lady like, ma'am, you need any help? Excuse me. You know, I was stuck for a minute because it was like the smell on whoever had that mess. That was some knock me out ganja. And I'm telling you, I was like stuck. When I say I was stuck, I was looking at something for a second. And she said, "You smell that too, huh?" Yes. And I got a contact. Give me a minute. I'm going to tell you what I mean in a minute. You know, she had to laugh at me because I was like, oh my God, I'm so stuck. I mean, you know, you do what you do. I'm like I said, I don't judge. You know, I've been there, I've done that. You know, and it's just like I have time for judgment towards folks. You know, I'm not gonna sit up here and say you sin differently than me, so I'm gonna call you out. Why? We're all a work in progress, you know, and it's okay. As long as you allow change to take place in your life every day, allow yourself to say, yeah, I might have been messed up and angry about this situation, but allow myself to, you know, acknowledge that. But, you know, allow myself to reset that right there. You ain't got to wait until the next day. You like, okay, I acknowledge that, allow myself to change that because I need to really be in a positive headspace. Don't allow yourself to keep dwelling on things that you know you can't change. And I had to really tell myself that too. You know, I was just like, I remember when they did this to me, and I remember when he did that to me. And it's like, yeah, you can remember, but allow yourself to take that reward on it. Yeah, I exceed my trauma, and the best supporting actress goes to. You know, allow yourself to take that reward because your healing from those things has been placed on you. You know, you can tell them you got the keys to your power. You have the keys to decide what kind of energy you want surrounding you. And if those have to be the people you have no choice but to be around, you don't have to allow them in your personal space. Like, okay, you stay over there, I stay over here. We talking about the bare minimum. Hi, bye, have a good day, God bless, and keep on moving. And that's how I am right now. And this is like I'm at that point, and it took me a long time to get here, and I'm proud of that. You know, and it's just when you're going through different things. You know, if I always tell people, if you need to hit me up, you know, you need somebody to just, you know, listen. I may not be able to have all the answers that you need, but I'm gonna try my best to be able to help you along your way because it's like when I first started doing this, like I've told many people, but I know there's new subscribers. I did not have somebody physically that I can talk to about my issues. The people that I so-called thought were my friends, when they found out whose daughter I was and seen that I was not lying about it, all of a sudden I was abandoned. They didn't want to talk about it. Or anytime I was telling them about the progress I made throughout that, they kept on trying to block me from it. So it was just like me, you know, first saying, okay, well, I'm gonna just go ahead and talk to myself through videos or something I can document, something I can understand. Then I can allow myself to go back on it and just in case anything was to happen to me, you know, all that. And then when I started doing all these things, it felt very lonely. You know, at times it still does, you know, especially when it comes to passing my father. So it just felt like I was alone, but I knew there was something bigger that God had in store for me. I just didn't know at that time. You know, even though it was hurtful, I was in a dark place. Like I ain't even gonna lie. I knew there was something better for me, but I was angry at God about this. I said, first you took my mom away from me, and then I had to come to terms with that, you know, saying, okay, when she left this world, she was in transition. We got in a better space because me and my mom were like very toxic towards each other. You know, I was hating her from what has taken place. You know, her ex-husband had me turn against her. He made me look at her in a different way when it was always him. You know, he wanted to be the victim. He wanted to make sure that you know my mom got caught it from every which direction. And there's still some times that when I think about her and I think about all the things that I went through, I keep apologizing to her. You know, even though I know before her transition, me and her, it came to amends for that. You know, she didn't allow herself to remain angry for what her ex husband did. but she wanted to make sure I was straight. And that was her fear right there, is that, this dude was going to really take her daughter there, knowing she really wanted her, to connect with her other family. But, I had to allow myself to really look at all those things that took place, allowed myself to really see it as, okay, this has happened. You had to find somebody to talk to. You had to go through these things, and it was just like a blessing from God, blessing from everything. That is, the powers that be, that they assisted me on going to different things that helped me understand who I was, what I was doing, my purpose, my mission, and being able to know. It was like a scary feeling because it made me feel like I was losing my mind. And then knowing the people I knew that was close to me, they were trying to really take me there. They were trying to get to the point where I would kill myself. And it was just like, when I allowed myself to be really able to appreciate the way I've evolved, the way I've changed, the way I've healed, I hold those things close to me, not, for painful reasons, but just to be able to allow myself to know, you remember where you were this time about 3.5, 4 years ago. What kind of mindset you were in, what kind of energy you were carrying, what kind of way you were looking at different people, how, different things came to place. And I'm proud of myself for that, because it took me a long way. And then it's like now, even when I was going through things and I would just sit up here and cry, and it was just like, when I felt yesterday, y'all, it was like, I guess it's just when my gift has grown a lot more. I hear my mom, I hear my grandmother on my dad's side, my grandparents, well, my grandfather, my aunt, my grandmother's twin sister, all those different things. And being able to know, even my best friend and her, I really felt her heavy because her birthday just passed on the first. And, and it always brings up memories. I try to look at, the happy ones that we used to go through, and what we used to do, and have our little laughs and stuff like that. And it's just being able to know you have evolved so much. You're helping so many people. There's a lot, at times I feel overwhelmed at times, but it's in a good overwhelmed way, because I have so many people connecting with me in so many different ways that allows you to know that anything you have gone through has a reason and a purpose behind it. And a lot of times it takes you a minute for you to realize that. A lot of times we feel like God has failed us, or why are you allowing these certain things to take place in my life, or why you allow these people to do that. And a lot of times you have the way they say, you have to be cruel to be kind. A lot of times you have to endure so much to be able to know that you have the power to overcome it. It's always about a choice. And there's a lot of times that, you may feel like life wasn't fair to you, until God allows you to connect with somebody who had a worse time than you did. And you be like, oh, damn, you made me feel kind of selfish for a minute. But then, it is what it is. So it's just like, I've had a lot of bad experiences, and I had a lot of good ones, but I still hold those dear to me, because it's all about change. It's taking place with allowing me to really face the things that I constantly ran from. Because anytime things got uncomfortable for me, or I felt some kind of way, if I know you about to make me come up with some bail money out of the way, or I'm allowing myself to part ways with you, because I'm not about to deal with that. And now it's at that point, it's like, oh, this person gonna get on my nerves. Yes, because you're allowing them to. If something's about to work your nerve, you're giving that open permission to go ahead, piss me off, or go ahead, make me feel uncomfortable. And it's just like me now, I already see what's about to pop off. I'm not about to get, no. And sometimes I just have to look, pause, dolphin and rainbows, dolphin and rainbows. Don't allow myself to go there. A lot of times you can be right, but you ain't got to be right, right. Sometimes you got to just be quiet and say, you know what, it is what it is. Because when you're dealing with people that like manipulating you, or they want to be able to, they got so much going on with their life, they like misery loves company. There are so many people I done took out of my life. I don't sit up here and block folks. I'm like, if I blocked you, I don't want to hear nothing else from you. I appreciate that you reached out for me, but I really don't have nothing else to say. I'm not holding no grudges, but there ain't no reason for you to be back here. You know, I have to, be very mindful of the words I use. I always feel, I remember I kept seeing a post. It's like, before you do me dirty, you better make sure you don't never need me ever again. Because once you have done me dirty, I'm not going to hold no grudges, but you don't come to me. Don't come to me. Leave me alone. You go about your business the best way you know how, just like I'm about to do mine, and not skipping a beat for nothing. Do my own, I'm my own little drummer boy. girl. But you know what I'm saying. But allow yourself to be in a healthy space. Allow yourself to put up safe boundaries for yourself. You need to be in a good element. Don't allow somebody to take you out of that. But yeah, I hope you were able to resonate with the content of my video, y'all. That's gonna be my last one because I got some other stuff that I need to do. I may come back later on and do some more. I may not. I've been putting out like 4 or 5 videos a day, well, every other day, because I'm like with all this transformation that's going through or transitions that's going through, I have to allow myself at least a day to recharge because it's like within answering, comments or replying back to emails and all this other stuff. Plus, I'm channeling just to do videos. That it takes a lot of energy out of me. So, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, drop me a line. Um, if you need to get in touch with me privately, you can always find me at Facebook Messenger. Um, if you have to send a Facebook request, I don't know how they have to do that, but please, if you're from here, leave a message and let me know. Hey, we connect here because when people just send me friend requests, I'm just like I don't accept those. I really don't. Because if you're from here, allow yourself. Please just send me a message. Whatever we talk about is in confidence. I will help you understand, have a deeper understanding about your spiritual path and your purpose and mission, and whatever I can't, help you with, I'll find the information to guide you towards the direction you need. Whatever we talk about is confidential. Um, Share, give me a thumbs up, hit the notification bell. Tell somebody about the channel. They may enjoy it. Know that you're truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved, and knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And I pray that everything you're trying to manifest comes 100,000 times more than what you expected it to be, and it comes much sooner than you also expected as well. And make sure you keep, sanitizing, wash your hands as much as possible. If you don't need to go out, please don't go out. Don't allow yourself to just stick yourself in harm's way just to be out, just to be seen. So, what is it? Oh yeah, make sure even through social distancing, make sure you give out love, light, positivity, as well as prosperity words, vibe, frequencies. You never know. All those things can really take somebody a long way. And I'll see you on my next video. Much love to you. Peace. Be well.